live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today on Today's Entrepreneur. We have two special guests in the building. We just want to get you some quick information about them. These two gentlemen have a great success in the military. They actually still serve, and they have two different companies that will be uniting as one. To definitely help out anybody that has a private business or if they have a corporate business that might need some of their services. Mr. Abel Espinosa with AMS Abel Mechanical Services, and we also have Mr. Quentin Lee, who has another private company as well, and with the dedication and the definitely integrity that they serve the military, they will continue to serve the customers that come to them. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Would you like to speak first?
Abel can go first.
Okay, I'll speak first then.
All right.
My name is Abel Espinosa. I'm with AMS Abel Mechanical Services. I do heating and air conditioning for residential and commercial systems. I do anywhere between inspecting ductwork, inspecting your system, checking it over. Here in Houston, it's very hot. It's everybody needs air conditioning, so it's very, you're gonna call a technician out. A lot of technicians, they like to just sell you a system. More I like to do is service with integrity, with excellence. All I do. So what I do is I go in there, I get to know you. We'll talk about your AC system, whatnot, and everything, and figure out what we can do to improve it. Instead of saying, "Hey, I need," it's going to cost thousands and thousands of dollars to replace your system. We need to get rid of it. I'm not like that. I'm more of a person that comes in and I'll look at the system and I say, "Okay, well, maybe you just need to change filters." You change filters. It's simple. $65 service call is better than thousands and thousands of dollars to be replaced and all that. So
yeah, we're talking about how the price is so high to get a brand new AC unit. We're talking about $9,000, $8,000. I know that I have a flower shop over there off of 249, and they told us they were charging us $6,000, and it wasn't even a new AC unit. So it was like, wow, they got me.
Yeah, I don't use old stuff. I'm more of if you need to replace your unit, then. And it goes in brand new, and then I'm licensed and insured too with here, and like I said, I like to help people out. I know a lot of people they don't want to spend a whole lot of money sometimes, and sometimes they they just want their system to work, and that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, and then the integrity, because what happened with that AC unit replacement, they never changed something as simple as the filters. I had another AC guy come in and buy some flowers, and he was looking at, staring up at the sky, and he was like, "Man, that was crappy." And I was like, "What are you talking about, my flowers?" He's like, "No." He's like, "I'm talking about they didn't even change your filters, and you just said you got a new AC unit." But yeah, I mean, that's good. That's good to know that we have someone like yourself, with integrity. Can we give out your phone number to let everybody know about you?
Yeah. My number is 713-816-7344.
Okay, and do you go towards a certain range, or is it more like around what areas that you are focusing more on?
I'll service anywhere around the surrounding areas of Houston, and the Woodlands is one of the places I'll come to. I'm go as far as south, as far as like Beasley, Needville, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I've traveled around as much as possible and try to help out as many people as I can.
Now, we did talk about the turnaround time. That's very, very important. About how much or how long would they wait if, like, let's say their AC unit blew out?
Well, the AC goes out and everything. I give you a time frame. Basically, I'll tell you, hey, I'm 30 minutes out, 45 minutes out. I mean, I'll tell you when I'm on the road, or and then if you want to know, like, hey, well, let me know in 10 minutes when you get here or something like that. I can give you that information.
Definitely.
Unlike some people, like some companies, they'll just show up, whenever, or oh, I got a time frame for 4 hours. Well, a lot of people don't have that time to sit at their house for 4 hours to wait on an air conditioner, man, especially when it's 100 degrees outside.
Right.
You're burning up and everything. You're gonna need that help quick. So
Definitely.
my thing is communication across, and that's what I do.
Yeah, the discipline behind it, definitely. Now, what are some of the difficulties that you've come across as with what you do?
What I do, I mean, usually difficulties I come across a lot of times, either access to AC components or AC systems that are enclosed inside drywall structures, whatever, stuff like that. I've been around. I mean, I've I've done air conditioning for 19 years. So, I mean, I've gotten really savvy and I've kind of gotten really good at getting around those obstacles and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's all about servicing the customer, doing the right thing, and if there's something extra that we have to do, then we're up front with it.
Awesome.
We tell you directly what it is.
Great. And now we have Mr. Quentin Lee, who's going to be merging and
Yes.
with on over. And can we go ahead and know a little bit about your secrets?
Oh, my secrets, okay. Not really too much secrets, but I'm Quinn Lee. I own KNLY Control Cables and pretty much build overmolded electronic control harnesses and assemblies, design, repair, help the customer develop whatever they need to develop. But sometimes the customer is overzealous and they have more than what they need, so I'll also help them to find a better way to do it at a cheaper rate as well. I'm not out there just to make the buck. We're out there to make sure that your equipment works fine, even though you may have misdesigned the cable or something. We can help you get it on track to where you're within budget or under budget, and you have the right equipment that's going to last the time that you need and not break it down the line. So pretty much done that. Been doing that since 2013, and been in the industry. Was in the military, in the Army since 2001 to 2007, December. And I was doing electronic warfare missile guidance systems and things like that. That's anything that made the missile go boom and put it in somebody's lap. That's what I did in the military.
Wow. Now, do you, who are your main kind of like
My
clients?
main customers that I deal with, right now I'm dealing with oil companies, pretty much land drilling comes like Patterson Drilling, we have Grey Wolf Drilling, there's going to be Precision Drilling, Alamo Pressure Pumping, Neighbors, Halliburton, things like that, GE, Torque Works, a lot of companies that are in the industry. But I'm not just limited to oil companies. I can deal with, right now I'm a vendor for Houston Metro system for the Metro Rail and the buses. So if they need any cable or harnesses for those systems, I'm able to provide for those guys as well. So I can make anything from a USB cable, extension cord on up to a harness that's on a spaceship.
Wow. Now that's amazing. And so now when both of you merge, we're coming up with something really good together, because both of your services are needed to a lot of
Yes.
these big corporations.
Yes, I met Abel working at Hobby Airport. I was doing the HVAC programming for his hardware has sensors for the temperatures and the pressures and all these things that go in there, and I was working on the computer system that helped with that. So that's how we met. And we had the same values. He was Air Force, I'm Army, but that's not a deal breaker. But, but we meshed and we clicked and everything, and we were working for these companies over these years, and we didn't get the appreciation for what we were capable of and our selfless service that was embedded in us in the military. Take care of anybody no matter what, as long as we get the job done,
Right.
and not undercut anyone. So we decided to, instead of get abused and use that regular job, we'll start our own venture and get our own worth out of it, and whoever comes and works with us will get 100% of their worth out of dealing with us as a customer or as an employee.
Of course, yeah, because
So-
you have the discipline already.
And
under your
attitude
belt.
reflects leadership. If you're happy at work, you're happy all day.
Definitely.
Because you go
Yes.
home happy, you
Definitely.
leave work happy.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of work environment we have. We're family first.
Now, can we go a little bit, maybe kind of off the topic, but
Okay.
let's talk about what made you want to join the military.
Well, maybe want to join the military?
Yeah.
Well, I think I was jinxed. because in all actuality, my grandma, she's old spiritual person. She say when you go to the military, you serve. They say, oh, he served, and a lot of my family members served, but my aunt, because I was raised by my aunt and my grandmother. And my aunt was in the reserves in the Army. And when I was little, she had me in a little military suit, my little BDUs and everything, and she would take me to where she would report to the reserve unit. And I used to go there, and I'd have my little thing, but I had Velcro shoes. I didn't have no boots. They didn't give me the combat boots. But it's all right. But I think I was kind of pushed into it a little bit. But after I did my little football stint and everything like that, a recruiter said I can go and play football, but I need to take care of my grandmother. I knew if I went to college and did it, that I couldn't get my grandmother to take care of her, so I get paid and I could play football.
Right.
So I went to the military.
Oh.
And it was mostly to take care of my grandmother.
Oh, how sweet. Well, that's good. God bless you. God bless you for making that decision. It's a big decision.
That was a no-brainer. She did everything for me, wiped my little butt, so it's no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
And now let's go to your story. Let's know a little bit about you. What made you, choose the military?
Well, I come from a generation of military members. My dad serviced. He served all the way up to he was 60 years old. He was actually, But as I was growing up, I was always outside, stuff like that, doing things, whatnot, in the wood, running through the woods and whatnot. And shoot, when you're a kid, man, you think about special forces. You watch these movies and stuff and everything. You're like, oh yeah, I want to do that. Well, my dad was like, he was Air Force, so he's like, why don't you join the Air Force? So basically, right out of high school, basically a couple months after I graduated, I joined the Air Force. Joined the Air Force, I came in, and I just basically came in as an open mechanical field, and then ended up with a civil engine, getting to HVAC. So with the civil engineering squadron. So basically just went from there and, traveled all over the place. Went to Iraq, went to Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, all over the place, and I love traveling and everything, and the military, basically just, took me to those places and stuff. Did a lot of things and whatnot. So that's, I'm here to there.
Hey, there you go. Now, Mr. Quinton Lee, what is the best contact information for you?
Okay, you can get me at Q&A Control Cables at Outlook.com. That's Q-A Control, C-O-N-T-R-O-L Cables at Outlook.com. And you also can call me at 713-538-4688. And majority of the time, someone will pick up at all times.
Awesome. And how long have you been in business, Mr. Quinton Lee?
I've been in business with this idea and this since I was in the military, dealing with M1 Abrams, M1A2 tanks, and the helicopters, sight systems, and things like that. I looked at the cables like they cost so much, but I had to fix my own equipment and fix the existing equipment. So whatever I tested and worked with to fix the equipment, I had to fix that as well. So I was one person to do everything. I didn't have nobody to go out and do that. So I learned how to do everything. And I say, when I get out, this is what I'm going to do when I get out of the military. I'm going to do this cables. But I fell into the oil field engineering control systems, and they had the same control cables. And I seen how much they were paying for them, which I was like, this is not right. They're overcharging. So I figure I can do this. I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to overcharge everybody. I have no competitor because I'm my own competitor. What's for me is going to be for me. So I decided that I was going to get out here, give the proper prices, the proper work. And I worked in the industry. I know what kind of cables you need. And even if your engineers or anyone doesn't know, I can help you to that point as well to get you the proper thing that you need. But just the point to where it's easy and I can help the people. It is the main thing that controls the system. If there's no cables, your system doesn't work unless you're going to have wireless or Wi-Fi. But then at one point in the connection, there's still a cable involved. So everything has to work with that. So I'm not going to put anything out there that's not going to keep everybody happy. And it is going to reflect me. And I love myself, so I love anything I put out.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys coming out to visit us at 91.1 FM. And we definitely hope that we can work on future things together. They always need repairing over here.
Anything you guys need that we can provide, we will do it. It's going to be speedy and we're going to be a happy thought while we're doing it.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much again. Thank you for joining us. Have a blessed day.
We are broadcasting live